Let's head to the video store and grab a game for the weekend. We have the box art and description to guide us when we're choosing what game to rent. So grab your rental card because this is the Warpipe Rental.
What game you rent for the weekend?
So we hit the store this weekend and grabbed Mega Man the Wily Wars on SEGA Genesis. I actually have a different cover here on my copy. Yeah, I got it printed here.
Nice.
It's Mega Man 1 and 2, I believe, on SEGA Genesis. Right? I got the back here. We'll read the back so you guys know what it says. This time it's war. In the last few years, a titanic struggle for the control of the planet has raged. Each time it has pitted Mega Man, a cybernetic champion of justice, against the villainous Dr. Wily and his renegade robots. Each time Mega Man has emerged victorious. Now, in a desperate attempt to change the past, Dr. Wily used a time machine to slip back to the time of his first battles with Mega Man. There, he plans to make sure that this time, Mega Man will be history. 3 games in 1. Play Mega Man 2, and Mega Man 3. Battle Dr. Wily from the future and his all-new robotic creations. 16 megabits featuring 26 awesome stages and battery-backed saving.
That's the cool part.
Yeah. So it's basically a remaster of
the
3 one because the
upgrade.
Because the enemies are a little different, right? Like they're just built differently, I guess.
Well, because it is. You're going 8-bit to 16-bit, so it's almost like if you play Mega Man 7 on Super Nintendo, it's almost got that feel to that. But
I feel like I saw some of the enemies they looked different as well. Like not that it's 16-bit, but I think the guys with the hats, like the
hard hats,
didn't they have like legs or something? Like they stood up or something or other. I don't know. I feel like that. From when I was playing, some of the enemies seemed a little different.
Okay.
No,
fair
just
enough.
me.
Just
okay.
You.
They definitely were. I liked the look of them. I liked the look. I like the music in this one too. Like what they kind of did across the board. How they again upgraded it for that 16-bit hardware, but it's still the same game. It still kicks my butt. It's just a little more visually appealing. Even though those old ones, the sprites were totally amazing. This one, I liked it. I liked the way it looked. I liked the way it felt for sure.
Did you guys feel like the controls were similar to the NES versions? Any kind of difference there?
I mean, your control pad itself is different.
Right.
So that
You're using a
little,
SEGA Genesis, yeah.
Right. So whether you got the 3-button or the 6-button, the feel is going to be a little bit different on that than having your standard NES controller.
I was using an Xbox controller, but
interesting.
There you go.
The way I play it.
True.
And it is also on the Switch, so you can use a Pro controller on the Switch as well, or the Joy-Cons.
It's on Switch like regularly or just with the collection?
No, with the SEGA Genesis.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you subscribe to Nintendo Online, you can actually play it on the Switch. Yeah, for the console, whatever they call it now.
Yeah, like their virtual console, I guess.
Yeah. So do you guys have, I really want to know, like, as you guys are playing this and visually, I know Keith had mentioned he likes the upgrades. I feel like I'm just too much of a purist. And like I prefer playing the originals,
right,
than this one. So that's just my opinion. But what do you think, Russ?
So I played another version. I feel like maybe so that stained my feel for this here to fall in love with it, so to say. Right? I mean, those NES ones played hundreds of hours probably. So you're like, these are where they're at. But I ended up playing a game called Mega Man Powered Up on the PlayStation Portable, and it's a remake of Mega Man 1, and I think that one's done way better, and it visually looks awesome, and like voice acting and everything. And I was like, wow, that's really good. Like I enjoyed that one a bunch. and then coming to this one, like realizing, oh, like, hey, it exists. Like my buddy makes repro games, so this is where I got it from. Shout out to the Nintendo doctor. And I was like, oh wow, Mega Man, like on Sega Genesis. And I was like, sweet. I played it a few times, maybe once or twice before this rental, and I never beat the game and hadn't gone back to it since then. So it's okay. It's neat that
Yeah.
it exists, right?
So with this, it also says that the remaking the first 3 games of the Mega Man series, and it's also alongside a new game called Wily Tower that's only unlockable with a completed save file. So I didn't get that far. So I don't know. Did you guys know that?
Yeah, I heard about that. I believe you get to go to the tower and you get to choose what weapons you want from 1, 2, and 3. Like
Oh,
you build your best, like whatever.
yeah.
Which would be cool.
I
But
what I like about him is the lore behind it, because
Okay.
it's like, oh, these games have already happened. They've already identified that it has already
Yeah.
happened, existed. And now Dr. Wily is taking a time machine back to try to defeat Mega Man again in the past. So basically, like, recreate history. You know what I mean? Or not
Right.
create it, but like change history.
Change it.
Yeah. So I think that was a pretty cool little thing that they did with the storyline of like, why does this game even exist? And it's like, oh, we're going in the time machine and we're gonna go back and change history. So I thought
which
that
I
was
think is why I'm okay with it. Like
yeah.
you said you're a bit of a purist with, those original Mega Man games. I think the fact that it's on Genesis and the fact that they took the time to give it a story and give it like a reason is
Yeah.
Yeah.
kind of why I think I could, it was like, yeah, this is cool. This is neat. This is interesting. Because I'm like, oh, it's not just, oh yeah, re-release them and get some cash out of people's pockets. It was like, we're gonna do this and we're gonna actually give it a reason and we're gonna put it on a different system and make it interesting. So I think that's why I'm okay with it. And I think that's why I enjoyed what I was playing.
Yeah.
Now, did you
Yeah.
guys get to play a little bit of each game, or did you kind of focus on anything specific?
Well, I died right away, and then I tried a different
Yeah.
game, and
Yep.
then shortly later I died, and then I tried the third one. I was like, yeah, this is good. I like this.
Yeah.
And then I died
Do you
again.
guys have a preferred game, 1, 2, or 3?
Usually I go 2.
2,
Usually I go
okay.
3.
I go 3 as well.
Yeah.
Gotta get that metal blade.
Yeah.
I know a
Why
lot of
2,
people
Russ?
love 2, right? But
Yeah.
I played that one far more, I think, than 3. Even though most people are like 3's bet, right? You get the slide. You get the slide, and do you get the charge? Trying to think if the charge is in that
Yeah,
too.
3rd has, that introduces Rush, right, Keith?
Right.
yeah,
Yeah, because you only have the regular weapons, like the platforms and all that in 2. It's
Yes,
not
and I think
not the
2
actual dog.
introduced I think Russ is right, I think 2 introduced a slide.
yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
And then
think
what was the
3
other?
and I think 3 introduced the slide. I
Oh,
think
3
2 I
did.
think 2
Does
maybe
2
has to
doesn't have.
charge. I don't
Just the
think it
charge.
does. Yeah, I think it's just the charge then.
Yeah, I think you're right.
But I mean, I don't know. I remember in school it had to be like having the Nintendo Power or some type of material because I remember drawing like Airman and Bubble Man. Like I was just drawn to those characters more. So Mega Man 2. So usually that's why I go with that one.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think I owned Mega Man 3, so I think that's why maybe I go towards Mega Man 3. And I do remember just renting Mega Man 2, but Mega Man 3, I probably put the most hours into that one for sure. And the music in all of them,
yeah.
nothing beats it. It's so good. So what are you guys gonna rate this remake?
Uh, I'll go 3. I'll go lower than most probably
Wow.
would say. It's great, but like I said, I don't know. I didn't really go back to it when I had played it originally. I
Yeah.
have played the NES ones more. So
Okay. How about you, Keith?
I think I'm with Russ. I think a 3. I would give it more if it was something that I would be maybe more inclined to play more often, like Russ is saying.
Okay.
But probably a 3. It's a good game. It's just, I play the originals too.
And I'll go a little bit better. I'll go 3.5 for the reason that they did, up the graphics. They switched out the music a little bit. They did put a lot of effort into making a remastered version. And honestly, like if you look back in the day, like how often did those games get? I don't remember. Russ, do you know when this game came out? Was it? It wasn't just recently. This was probably what?
No.
Oh no. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Because
let's
it
look
was
that up
released in
because
Japan and it was released in Europe, but then they were supposed to release it in North America and then they canceled. So
right.
It says, just doing a quick Google search, October 21st, 1994.
So 94. So how many games, like retro games, got remastered versions back then?
That is true. Yeah, yeah.
not many.
Right.
If
So
any.
Yeah.
it might be like a trailblazer when it comes to remastering a game, right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely.
they
It could be.
tried something. I guess maybe Nintendo of America or whatever didn't want to do it in America. So, we got to enjoy it later down the road. But the
Yeah.
fact that it exists from the mid 90s, I think that's pretty cool. Like they were recognizing remastered versions that early. So
Yeah.
for that, I'll give it like a 3.5.
Okay.
I like
I'll boost it up a half
There you go.
just for the A for effort and the lore of traveling back in time.
Sweet. We had 2 comments on our community page on YouTube. Let's see what they said.
What did you say? What did you say?
Springfield, let's hear from you.
We got Colby, Purge and Splurge Thrifton says, awesome choice. Never played this, so hopefully maybe he rented it, gave it a go. We'll have to see. And we got Just Extreme 96 says, favorite Mega Man game, interchangeable with Mega Man X1, though as a top favorite, because 3 is great game. Because 3 great games in one. Didn't know about it till maybe 2010 and played it on the emulator back then. And despite finding the controls off at first and difficulty a bit harder than the NES, I got the hang of it over time. I feel like the majority or the minority on this, but I did enjoy the new graphics and most of the new renditions of the music. I especially love the unlockable Wily Tower mode. This game I always wanted a real copy of it, but being that it was never released here on cart and other versions of this are insane price, I settled on a repo, just like me. However, last year I lucked out on a PAL copy for a great price when winning an eBay auction, and it is one of the most prized games in my collection. Sweet, that's a great story. Hey, thanks for sharing that with us.
See, maybe I didn't find the controls to be off because I just died so quickly. Just like every other time I play a Mega Man
I think it was
game.
probably because you were using an Xbox controller.
Probably, maybe, yeah.
Nice. What are we getting into next week?
So next week, guys, we are going to have a guest on the show. I'm not going to tell you who the guest is because it's going to be a surprise. And it's a very unique topic that we're going to discuss that is going to be in relation to my guest, or our guest, I should say. And with that, I did ask, and he wants to play Kung Fu on the NES. So we're taking it back. We didn't get a sequel, so we're gonna play the original.
The one black box title, eh?
I just realized, like, looking at that box, like it's got the little asterisk at the end. So are they saying like Kung F you? Like, what's the asterisk mean?
I have no clue.
Never even
Good
noticed
question.
that before.
Let us know in the comments if you know.
So we'll be playing Kung Fu for next week's Warpipe Run.
Excellent.